So I've done everything I can think of to do. I've worked temp jobs. You don't know what you're saying. If a government agency tells you no, what's the answer? What's the answer? If a church tells you no, what's the answer? If the Salvation Army tells you no, if Catholic Charities tells you no, they're out of money, what's the answer? Could the answer be no? If 3 people all call and ask and get the same answer, what's the answer? Just because you wouldn't take no for an answer doesn't mean you're going to get a different answer. You're assuming that it has to do with a person when it's agency policy that they're dictating to me. And in a minute, somebody's going to jump in and say, oh, you always have an excuse. Because it's easier to be hateful and judgmental. It's easier to be hateful and judgmental and say something stupid like that rather than assuming that I've called and called and called and been calling since August. But you seem to know my situation so much better than I do. You'd be able to fix it, whereas I can't. Because obviously I'm a weak and retiring personality who just shies away from any attempt at fixing it. Because you're saying stupid things that assume that I'm not trying. That's why. Because you're being passive aggressive. And if there's one thing I'm not, it's passive aggressive. When you upset me, you're going to figure it out real quick. Hey, Pat. You guys come in here and you think just because it's an answer for you that it absolutely has to be an answer for me. And that's just rude and small-minded. Yeah, I know what you said. And so do you. And you keep pushing it. God. How are you, Pat? Another hillbilly in here the other day. I wouldn't let them run me out of my house. Oh, really? What are you going to do when you're 64 and you can barely walk around the block? And somebody continually kicks in your doors to steal your shit. What are you going to do? You 14-year-old trolls posing as full-grown adults have all the answers. You know nothing about life. So here's what the right has figured out, has not figured out yet, is the majority of us are done with your shit. We're just done. We don't want to debate with you anymore. Because we've come to the realization just how badly educated and badly informed you are. And we're done. You can go back to living in your trailers in your homes decorated in 1972 with lots of brown and avocado, and sit there on grandma's moldering couch and watch Fox News for your interaction, while the rest of us go about the business of cleaning up your mess for the next 40 or 50 years. And that's all I got to say about that. We're done with you.